Good morning, dear students. Now again we are here to study some grammar portion of our English language. Okay, so grammar portion is called language portion. We have already divided our notebook into two parts. Okay, the first part is for literature, which is reserved for English treasure chapters, and the half of the portion is reserved for grammar book, which is Pensy book. In our Pensy book, we have been given some grammar portion, language portion of English. So now in lecture number 26, we are going to study about some part of grammar. Up to chapter number 6 we had done previously. Up to chapter number 6 we had done completed noun. Okay, now for the further study of noun, means the deeper study of noun, we are going to proceed towards chapter number 7, which is given on page number 30 of your Pensy book. Okay, now open page number 30, Pensy book. Now we are going to study something, okay, which will increase our knowledge about English, and we will have more command over this language English. So this is chapter number 7, page number 30. Open this book. I am reading here. Okay, these lines. Okay, so come here and read with me. Read the following sentences. The boy was throwing a stick at the dog. You know, stick, lakdi, something. The boy was throwing a stick at the dog. Okay, sometimes some children, they are playing outside and they are throwing some stone or some sticks towards the animals, just like dog and cows, which is a bad habit. Don't try this. Okay. Now this is the one sentence, and highlighted, three words are highlighted in sky blue color. That is boy, a stick, and a dog. Three things are highlighted. Now look at the second sentence. The boys were throwing sticks at dogs. Now if you again see these three words, boys, S is added at the end, sticks, again S is added, and dogs, again S is added there. In the first sentence, the nouns boy, stick, dog stand for only one person, one thing, or one animal, because boy is one person, stick is only one thing, dog is only one animal. So these nouns are said to be in the singular number. What we are reading here, the noun numbers. So how many numbers are there in English language? In English language, we do study about two numbers, singular number and plural numbers. We have two. Singular numbers, singular number, and second is P-L-U, plural number. Singular number and plural number. Singular stand for single, just like your pencil. If you can see in the picture, this is only one pencil. This is a single pencil. That is why it is called singular number. But if we have more than single, 2, 3, 4, then it is called plural number. That is given in your book. There are three. This is only one pencil, but these are three pencils. Okay. So when anything or any person or any animal is only one, at that time we call them singular number. But if they are more than one, it may be 2, it may be 3, it may be 5, 15, 100. any number, but more than one, that is called plural numbers. In English language we have two numbers, singular number, plural number. But in Hindi grammar you might be studying that ekvachan, dvivachan and bahuvachan meaning. So in Hindi we study three numbers, okay, ekvachan, dvivachan and bahuvachan. But in English we study only singular or plural only. So that is the difference you should keep in your mind. In the second sentence, the nouns boys, sticks and dogs stands for more than one person, more than one, एक से ज़्यादा, more than one, 2, 3, 4, many. More than one person, thing or animal. So these nouns are to be said to be in the plural number. This stand for singular number, this stand for plural number. So now see at the following pictures. This is only one pencil, so we can say singular number, but here we have three pencils, so it is a plural number. Same wise, there is shown only one chair, so it is chair is a singular number, but chairs, these are in plural number. Countable nouns can be singular or plural. Now this thing you should note down in your mind, that only countable numbers have singular or plural number. Uncountable noun, they do not have singular or plural. Okay, just like uncountable means just like liquid and gases items, just like water, milk and oil. We don't say water or waters, that is wrong, only water is used, okay, because we don't have plural of that. Water, oil, milk, gas. Okay, now plural number. So countable nouns means just like pencil, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pencils, so these are countable nouns. Chair we can count, buildings we can count, mobiles we can count, so these are countable nouns. So only countable nouns, they have singular and plural numbers. Uncountable nouns, they do not have plurals. Now let's see the some index are there, some tables are given here, so we one by one we are going to study that what is given there. How to form plurals when you have been given one singular noun, so how to convert them into plural number noun. So how to convert singular nouns to plural noun, what is the criteria, what is the rules? Okay, when you are writing the spelling, so what is the rule for converting singular number to plural number? So that is how to form means how to make, how to create plural number by using singular nouns. So if you see, we have been given two columns in table. This is two columns. One column stands for singular number noun. Now in the second column you see the singular number noun is converted into plural number noun. So we are going to study this table. Okay, so first we start from here. Bag, BAG, bag stands for only one single bag. But if we have more than one bag in your classroom, there are so many bags, so at that time we add S, so it becomes bags. So if you can see S is highlighted with the sky blue color. So whatever change is occurred, it is highlighted with the color, blue color. So bag and bags. So what is the difference? Difference is of S. The letter S is added at the end. Balloon stands for only single balloon, but if we have many balloons decorated on your birthday, so at that time we call balloons. Bone. How many bones do we have in our body? We have 208 bones. 208 means more than one. So bones. Cake, cakes, case. If we have any type of box in which anything is kept here, that is called case, just like your spectacles case. Okay, there are so many things which for which we have a special case, just like briefcase. Okay, face, faces, finger, fingers, flower, flowers, horse, horses, lamp, lamp, lamps. Lamps are used for lighting. Lamps. Now come to the next page, page number 31. Look at this table that is different from this table. This is different from this table. So what is the difference? Nouns that end in ch, sh, s, double s or x form their plurals by adding es. Not only s but es. Two letters are added. So this rule you must remember in your mind. What type of spellings which end with ch, sh, double s, s or x, when any spelling is ending at this? So what does it mean? Why to remember? What is special about them? The special is about these endings are the pronunciation. Pronunciation means the phonics, the pronunciation, the letters, sounds which are used here. For ch we pronounce it ch, sh we pronounce it sh, for it we pronounce s, and s, half k and s, x. So this is the sounds. When any words ending with these sounds means we are focusing on the sounds, how to pronounce it, what is the ending pronunciation of any word. So according to that that pronunciation we add es. Here we add es, not only s but es. That is to be remembered, that we pronounce we add es here, not only s, because in the last table, in this table, first table, we were adding only s, but here we are adding es. So look at these words. Just like one word is ending with beach, beach is ending with ch sound, beach. So it is very difficult to pronounce ch and s together. Bits, bits. It's very difficult to pronounce. So what we can pronounce it? Beaches. That's why. What is the role of this e? The role of this e is to make the is a, the matra of a in Hindi. A matra. Chase. Chase can be pronounced easily, but ch and s together, ch, bits. It's very difficult to pronounce. So that's why in the case of pronunciation, we are using these words. Es. Just like sh. Okay. Beach, bench, beach become beaches, bench become benches, branch becomes branches, church, churches, dish. Again, dish is ending with the sound sh. So it is very difficult to pronounce sh and s together. Sh. You cannot pronounce. So to make it easy, what we are pronouncing it? Beaches. dishes, dishes. Shes can be pronounced easily. So this is according to the pronunciation we are adding es here for our convenient. Dishes, atlas, atlases. You know what is atlas? Atlas is a special kind of book which consists of many times of many types of maps, just like the map of Khargoon, map of MP, map of India. So there are so many type of maps and all routes, railway routes, bus routes are given there. So that special kind of book which you can see in the library. So that kind of book is called atlas. So the plural of atlas is atlases. Bus, buses. Class, classes. Dress, which is ending with double S. Dress, dresses. Fox, foxes. So this is the how to make it plurals from the singular nouns. Okay. Now let's come. Hello. Yes. Now let's come to the next table. Okay. Second table on this page. Nouns that end in consonant plus y means last two letters, two or three letters. Consonant means the words which are ending in y, but before y there is one consonant letter. Form their plurals by changing the y into ies. Now let's see on the board. Now this is the first rule. Next rule is when any word, any spelling is ending with the letter Y, means the last letter is Y. Just like baby, the last letter is Y. Monkey, the last letter is Y. So when the last letter is Y, but we see that before Y there is one consonant. Now what is consonant? I think you might know that in English alphabet we have two kind of letters. One is vowels and second is consonant. Total number of letters in English alphabet is 26. Total 26 letters. But these 26 letters are further divided into vowels and consonants. Okay, so how many vowels? 5. So remaining 26 minus 5, remaining is 21. So what are vowels? First you see what are vowels. A, E, I, O and U. These 5 letters are called vowel letters. And except these, the remaining 21, they are called consonants. Just like, for example, A is vowel, B is consonant, C is consonant, D is also consonant, but after D, E is vowel. So leave E. E, then F, G, H, again I is vowel. So leave I, then J, so up to Z. So like that. So what you can do, you can only memorize, you can only learn vowels, except vowels. If any letter is not a vowel, it means it is a consonant. So no need to learn all consonants, but only to remember the 5 vowels. A, E, I, O, U. If it is not A, E, I, O, U, then it is called consonant. So consonant plus Y. When any word is ending with Y, but before Y there is consonant, at that time you need to follow this rule. What is the rule? You can delete this Y or you can replace y with I, then plus es. This is the rule. It becomes ies. Means replace y with ies. I changes in y changes into I, then es is added. So it becomes ies. So what you need to remember, you need to learn that y is replaced with ies in such a case. Just like study the first case. Army. ARMY. So army is ending with the letter Y. But observe, see that before Y, which letter is there? This letter is M. M is not in vowels. A, E, I, O, U. It is not a vowel. It means it belongs to consonants. So Y, and before Y there is a consonant. So what is the rule? We exchange Y with IES. So what become? ARM, arm, then Y is replaced with IES. It becomes armies. If there is only one army, it is called singular. But if there are more than one, so it is called armies. So like that, study the next one, baby. BABY. So at the last there is Y, but before Y there is a B. So B belongs to here, consonant. Okay, B belongs to consonants. So that's why the same rule will be applicable here. Babies. City, cities. Diary, diaries. Dictionary, dictionaries. Lily is a kind of flower. Lilies. Party, parties. Reply means to give answer. Answering is called replying. Just like if I am asking you some question, you should reply me. So replies. If you are answering only one answer, so you can say one reply. But if you are giving me many replies, so that is called reply. Spy. Spy is a person who is secretly observing someone, just like jasus. Okay, spy, just like James Bond. He is going into the other countries and he is spying there. Jasusi. Story, stories. Because story also finishing with the letter Y, but before Y there is R. R is not here, means R is a consonant. So story, it becomes stories. Story, one story. If your grandmother is telling you more than one, it is called stories. Okay, so this is all about this rule. But now come to the next exception of this rule. But nouns that end in vowel plus Y. This is consonant plus Y. Now come to the next example, when there is no consonant but vowels are there. So what should be the rule for that kind of words? This rule is applicable for only vowel plus Y. But when, consonant plus Y. Now the second case is vowel, then at the end of the spelling or word there is Y. So at that time, what we need to do? We don't need to add IES. We just keep Y. We just keep Y and Y with S. Don't replace Y. Keep it as it is, and only simply you add S here. For example, but there should be some vowel letter, means A, E, I, O, U. If these type of letters are there, that rule will be applicable only that time. Just like bay, B-A-Y, bay. You know what is bay? Bay is a kind of water stream which is connecting one ocean to other sea or one sea to other sea. It is called bay. Bay. Now you can see bay is a word which is ending with a Y, but before Y, if you see there is a letter that is A, and A belongs to vowels. So what is the rule? We just don't erase, don't omit the letter Y, we just add only S. Base. That is simple. Base. Boy, again B-O-Y, boy. Boy is ending with Y, but before Y there is O. So we don't make any change, we just add S. Boys. Chimney, chimney ending with Y, but before Y there is E. E belongs to vowels, so that is chimneys. Cowboy. Have you heard the stories of cowboys? They were existing in very ancient time. Okay, so cowboys, just like boys, it's like cowboys. Day, D-A-Y, day, days, many days. Ray, ray of light, ray of sun rays. Runway, runway where airplanes they take off, that is called runway. So runways. Stories. Now what is the difference between that story and this story? Because there are two type of spellings. S-T-O-R-Y. Story means, this story means the reading story which you read in the books. That is very entertaining. Your grandmother, grandfather tell you stories. So when you convert this story, so that is Y, but before Y there is a consonant, so it becomes stories. I-E-S means Y becomes I, then E-S is added. But I am talking about the second type of story. Now what is this story? Here R, but after R EY, and E is a vowel. Now, what is the meaning of this story? If you have seen, there are kind of houses there. One house is single story, one house is double story, one house is there which has 3 floors. So, 3-story building. So, for example, if I draw, this is only a single story building. Now, this is a double story building, and there are some buildings which have multi-story. In many big cities, if you go, you will find there are so long and big buildings there. They are called multi-story. So this story belongs to this one, multi-story buildings. Okay. S-E-O-R-E-Y. That story. And there is E here. So multi-story. Now here we do not remove Y, we just add S only. Story, stories. But here this story becomes this type of spelling. Stories, toy, toys, tray, trays. Okay, like this. Now next rule, nouns that end in F or FE, the spellings which end with F or FE means the pronunciation is F. At that time, what to do? When the pronunciation is fur. There are two type of rules which to be followed here when your spelling of noun is ending with F or FE. Means the pronunciation, the sound, ending sound is F. Then this is replaced. Means F is removed and we add VES. So now the pronunciation fur becomes V. Fur becomes V in Hindi sounds. Just like calf. Calf is a baby of cow. That is called calf. So if there are two, if there is only one calf, we pronounce or call it calf. But if there are two, three, or many, at that time, fur becomes worse. Cows, cows, half, adha. Suppose this is a full, but if I cut from the half, so there are two halves. One half portion is this, and the second half portion is this. So we have two halves. Okay, so this is called half. But if we have more than one half, at that time we call it half. Knife, ending with FE, but the pronunciation is fur. So that's why knives. FE is removed. Leaf, पेड़ की पत्ती, leaf. But if there are so many, so that at that time F is removed and it is replaced with V. F is converted into V and then ES is added. Leaves, life, again FE, ending with FE. So FE is removed and VES, lives. There are so many lives living on the earth. Loaf, when we pluck some corner of chapati and we are going to eat, that is called one loaf. But if you are eating so many, it is called loaves. Scarf, scarf is a kind of small piece of cotton cloth which we carry with us. Scarf, scarves. Shelf, shelf, almirah, where all the things are kept. Shelf, so shelves. Thief, chor. Okay, so thieves. Wife, wives, because in the earlier history period, at that time kings and the rulers, they had many wives in their palace. So the plural of wife is wives. Now turn the page number 32. Come to page number 32. Turn the page. 32. Here the first table, some nouns that end in F or FE. The same type of words which are ending with F or FE, but they do not follow this rule. Form their plurals by adding only S in the end. Means these two tables you need to memorize. Full table you need to memorize. Because there are some words which are ending with F or FE, they follow this rule. But still, these type of words which do not follow this rule, but they follow that rule. Only F is kept here, but F with F S is added, and with FE S is added. Means ES. It becomes ES. So some of the words which follow this rule. So you need to remember. You need to learn this type of special words. There is no rule. There is no specific rule. Okay. You just need to learn. Just like brief. Briefs. Cafe. Cafes. Chief. Chiefs. Cliff. Cliffs. Giraffe. Giraffes. Gulf. Gulfs. Proofs. Puffs. Reefs. Roofs. So there are, so if you find any difficult word which you don't know the meaning of that word, you can Google it, or you can search in the dictionary. So the meaning you will find there. Okay. But some nouns that end in f form their plurals either by adding s or by adding ves to the singular. Means these are the exceptions which can be followed the first rule or the second rule. Means this rule, either you can follow this rule or you can follow this rule in the on the previous page. Means both rule can be applied. Both are correct. Just like if you see dwarf, dwarf, chigna, bona, dwarf. So either you can write only s, either you can only add s. Dwarfs is also correct and dwarfs is also correct. So these are the special words which can follow both the rules. Both are correct. Dwarfs, hoof. You know what is the hoof? Hoof is the toe, the feet of any, hard feet of any animal, just like horse and cows, buffaloes, they have some hard at their feet. Okay, so hard part of that feet is called hoof. घोड़े का पैर, खुर जिसको हम बोलते हैं, खुर. Scarf can follow both the rules, scarves or scarves. Wharf, it can also be formed with either of these two. You know what is wharf? You can see in the dictionary. Wharf is a platform which is made of stone or made up of wood to in the bank of river or sea to bound the boats which comes from the river. So you can bind the boats with the rope there. So that is a wooden platform or stone made platform there. So that is called wharf. So this type of word meaning you can search by googling or by you can searching into the dictionary. Nouns that end in o. Now the next thing is nouns that end in o form their plurals by adding s to the singular. Okay, there are two tables given. Two tables, 1 and 2. In one table, you have to learn these words which follow this rule, and these are some special words which do not follow this rule, but they do follow this rule. Okay, and the third table is given for the special words which follow both the rules, just like we have read in this case. Some words follow these rules, some words follow these rules, some words follow both the rules. Both are correct. So like that, when the spelling is ending with o, the ending pronunciation is o. At that time, we need to learn again this type of the pronunciation is ending pronunciation is o. Okay, but some words they follow the rule that o plus s is there. Okay, some words follow this rule and some words they follow the different rule, o then es is added. Okay, and some words they follow both the rule, first rule and second rule, either you can use. So what are these? So first let's see this rule, which words follow this rule. So first table is just like bamboo. So we just simply add s, bamboos. Canto, cantos. Canto, you know what is canto? You can search in the dictionary. Canto is a kind of poem which is given, the long type of poem which is divided into different chapters. That is called cantos. Long poem which is divided into different chapters. Chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. So like that. Kento. Cuckoo, cuckoo bird, quail, cuckoos. Dynamo, dynamo is a kind of motor, kind of machine which generate electricity. Dynamo. In your motorbike and you can see in your two-wheelers, four-wheelers, dynamo is used to generate electricity. Dynamos, hippo, hippos, photo, photos, pianos, ratios, rhinos, and videos. These are some words: photos, videos, okay, pianos. These are some words which follow this rule. But at the same time, there are some words which follow this rule. Let's come to the next table where we add es. So you need to memorize these words. You need to learn these words. Okay, there is no other option but to remember them. Just like buffalo. This follow this rule. Buffaloes. Cargo. You know what is cargo? Cargo are the goods which are carried by some large ships in the oceans or large aircrafts in the air, means by the air route or by the ocean route, water route. The big containers which are carried by the aircrafts or the ships, they are called cargo. Echoes. Flamingo is a bird. Flamingos. Heroes. Mangoes. Potatoes. Tomatoes. Tornadoes. You know what is tornado? Tornado is a kind of whirlpool which is created in the air. Okay. Tornadoes. Volcanoes, which erupts from the mountain, top of the mountains. Lava. That is called volcanoes. But some are following both the rules. Either rule you can follow. This is also correct and that is also correct. That is like buffalo. For buffalo you can add s or es, both. Both are correct. Buffaloes. Hello. What is hello? You know what is hello? When any god or goddess appear, if you have seen in the some mythological serials, Ramayana, Mahabharata, some heavenly bodies or some god or goddess, when they appear, some rays are coming out of their body. Okay, behind their body, some glow is emitting from their body. That glow is called halo. Okay, you might have remember some time solar eclipse. Okay, this type of incidents that took place in the space, Chandra Grahan, Surya Grahan. At that time, some kind of rays are coming from behind the moon. So that type of rays which are coming from anybody else, that is called halo. Ghetto, and there are so many things. Ghetto is a special kind of colony, special part of some town where special kind of special kind of only one kind of religion or one kind of type of people are living there. That special type of colony is called ghetto. So there are so many things you need to search in dictionary. So this is all about the explanation of this, all the tables. Now what thing you need to note down? You need not to note down these all things in your grammar portion. What you need to note down? You need to note down only exercises which I have told you. But that doesn't mean that you don't remember this. You have to learn this, but you need to note down this. But when I will provide you the screenshot of my book, the correct one I will provide you. But till then, you can do by yourself with pencil only. Use the pencil and you fill this by yourself. Then the correct answer I will provide you tomorrow. Tomorrow when you get these correct answers, then you will match with your answers. Then if you have, suppose these are 30 words or 30 nouns provided here. So if you have corrected, if you have matched with my answers, and if you find that 24 out of 30 are correct, so you can make a right against the these words. And if you find there are 6 words which where you made the mistakes, so you can erase it with the rubber and you can write the correct one. And here you can give yourself marks, just like if out of 30, if out of 30 suppose there are total 30 words and you have corrected by yourself, means you have done by yourself 20 words correct, so out of 30 you got 24 marks. Total marks 30 marks, you will note down downside, and upside you will note down the correct ones. So you can give yourself 24 out of 30. Can you see? 24 out of 30. If you have done all 30 correct, so 30 out of 30. That is very excellent. So that is for yourself. In each and every exercise you can match. I will send you the correct answers by clicking my answers. So this is all about this chapter number 7, the noun. But in the noun we studies about the numbers, singular number and plural number. So we'll discuss the next topic tomorrow. Noun, genders, girls, boys, this type of genders. So till then, take care. Goodbye.